Hi Dana, I'll give you a quick overview on how I would achieve your anchor on a circle fob. Um, Open up a new hoop. Now you may have images already that either a JPEG or a bitmap or whatever to pull in. I don't, so I'm gonna first go to my draw package and create a new bitmap. Okay, I'll make it 4 by 4 and view it 100%. In fact, I probably want it a little bit more than 4 by 4 but to allow for the tabs, so I'll just drag that top up a bit to give me more of an oblong. So um, the circle background, so I'm going to go to my ellipse filled with no outline, and I'll go pink with that. So first of all, I want to draw a circle. I'm going to hold my control key down so I get a perfect circle. I'm sorry, I hope I don't lose my voice doing this. Then I'm going to come to the rectangle again, filled with no border, and just give you very lopsided, sorry. I shouldn't try to do things in a hurry. And there's your tab on top. You can obviously take a lot more time and do it much nicer. Then I'm going to come to blue with my color and come to the polygon, enclosed polygon, and oh dear, got to draw an anchor. This is not going to be a very good anchor, but it'll give you an idea, I hope, or at least a vague idea. Oh, this is dreadful. I'm sorry, Dana, but you can get the idea. So hopefully you've already got an image of an anchor. That's dreadful. Okay, never mind. And now I'm going to go back to. Actually, I'll go to green for this circle, just to put that little circle in the top there somewhere. I'm sorry, that's dreadful. But it'll give you the idea. Save changes, and I'm just going to let it name it. I'm sorry. Excuse me. So now I've got the image on the screen. I'm going to go to my auto punch next, and that's the image I want, sadly. And I'm going to crop it down so there's no real like white area around the outside. Next, next, next. Drag that down to the smallest it will go, and what I've got here is the pink outline, the anchor, and the green part is the little hole in the top of the anchor. I don't actually want that, so I'm going to remove it. I needed it though to create the hole in the top of the anchor. That's the only reason I put it in. And next, it really doesn't matter at this stage what the settings are because we're going to be changing them anyway. So now I'll click on finish, and if I come to realistic view 100%, there you have your fob-ish with an anchor-ish on it. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm going to pick the pink area, and I'm going to go to outline edit. I'm going to come to design embroidery settings, and in here I'm going to go to stitch type of applique. Now for this you don't want the satin stitch, you just want that like bean stitch around the outside. So I don't want the first hold down line, I don't want overlock stitches. They will probably be checked on your screen. You need to uncheck those. As far as the stitch length is concerned, this is like the length of the bean stitch. You can set that at whatever length that you want. I'm going to go down to 20 just to change something there. and apply that, and there you can see that's given us like the bean stitch around the outside, but because the anchor is there, it's also going to give a stitch here. You can remove it, but it really isn't worth it at this stage. Lock that open. So now I'm going to come to the blue anchor, and hopefully come to the blue anchor. There we go. And again, stitch type, applique, and this time I do want the first hold down line. I do want overlock stitches. I'm going to change the density to 3 because I always do. I'm going to apply that. And I can close that now and come out of my outline edit, and I think this is a little bit more sort of what you're after. If I come into the redraw view, I say, let me stop it there. Okay, so what it's done here is the bean stitch around the outside of whatever fabric, your vinyl or whatever you've chosen to be the background. And then now if I run it on again, there is your, let me come in a bit closer, it's just drawn the layout line, and that at this point you'd put your fabric down, and then there it goes on the tack down line, to hold the fabric down that you've trimmed, and then last it's coming down here with the satin stitch. And obviously your anchor would be so much better than this. This is just the principle of it. And we come out to 100%. We'll come out of that. And that's what you'd end up with. I hope I'm right in saying that's what you're wanting. And at that point you'd go a file and then save as. So if this isn't right, get back to me and I'll do something else for you. Otherwise, let me know how you get on. Bye.